So in today's lesson, I just wanted to go over a fantastic way to practice arpeggios. You can do this with triads, you can do this with seventh arpeggios, you can do this with pretty much any kind of arpeggios under the sun, and it'll get you practicing all of your different chord types, deepening your theory knowledge and your knowledge of what notes and what chords are in what keys, and it really is just a fantastic all-around exercise. In today's example, we're going to be using seventh note arpeggios, and to give you a quick idea of what these seventh chord arpeggios are like, we'll base everything around this root on the E string, this third fret G. G major 7 would look like this. G minor 7 would look and be fingered like this. G dominant 7 would look like this. And then minor 7 flat 5 would look like this. Sorry. And there you go. Now, for the context of this exercise, we are going to use the key of G, and you can download these diagrams for free from my website. Quick word to the wise: when you go through these, there's going to be 5 positions of each chord type. You always want to make sure you're using the same one. So for this first example on that page, if you go to my website and check out those free downloads, it's going to be the top left is what we're going to do. And anytime we do this up a scale, we're going to need to make sure that we're using the same starting point. So let's start out nice and slow. We'll do the key of G major, and I'll show you how to do it in at least the first 3 positions so that you get a kind of idea of how this works. But so in our key of G major, if you didn't know, our chords would be G major 7, A minor 7, B minor 7 is 3 minor, then we would have C major 7 as my 4 chord, we would get D7 as my 5 chord, we get E minor 7 as my 6 minor, F sharp minor 7 flat 5 is my 7 half diminished, and then we get G major 7 again. But now what we're going to do is we're going to spell out all of this harmony in arpeggios. So we're going to play G major 7, and you can follow along with the diagrams up here. If you need to watch this part of the video multiple times or slow it down in the playback speed in settings, feel totally free to do so. But here is the G major scale in 7th chords all the way up the neck in arpeggios. So we're going to play G major 7 all the way up and all the way down. Now we're going to play A minor 7, and quick tip on minor 7 and minor 7 flat 5 chords, I'm going to have this note that you would play with your pinky notated at the top of those. You're going to cut that off just because then it makes it one too many notes in the arpeggio for it to sync. I'll show you what I mean. So if I go G major 7, then I go here. I mean, you can still do it, but you can't work your way back the same way that you would otherwise. So you have to jump a little bit earlier than you would otherwise. So when I do this, I like to just leave the pinky off for that. I know that the note's there and I can use it if I want to, but in most cases I don't. So again, here's G major 7 going to A minor 7, going to B minor 7, and so on and so forth. I'll talk you through it while we go. But so G major 7, A minor 7, B minor 7, C major 7, D7, 7. F sharp minor 7 flat 5. And then finally G major 7 here. So that is our whole G major scale played in arpeggios all the way up the neck. I'm going to do this one more time and I'll do it faster for you without the diagrams, just so you can hear what this ends up sounding like. Of course, if you want, you can play it back down. Yeah, slop fest. Sorry. Now, let's take a look at how you would do that from the starting point on the D string. So if you aren't familiar with my diagrams, I always leave one note hollow, and that note is your starting and your ending note. So for example, this is G major 7, if we stay in the same key. I would actually play this arpeggio here like this. So when I start in the middle of my neck, I start there, I play the arpeggio all the way up, I play it all the way down, and then I play it back to my starting note. And with that in mind, now that we're starting from the D string, we need our A minor and our B minor and our C major and our D dominant and our E minor. And then here I get to introduce a fun rule, but we'll talk about that when we get there. So I need to use the D string starting note for all of these arpeggios, and that's going to look like this. So I'll do it nice and slow for you. A minor, B minor, C major, D dominant, E minor, that's all right. Now here, I'm getting pretty crazy high on the neck, and I haven't played F sharp minor 7 flat 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to play all the way back down the neck. I'm going to turn around and go back to D. So here's my E minor. Now I'm going to fall to D. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play that F sharp minor 7 flat 5 way down here at the bottom. But so here I'm playing my way back down so I don't break the continuity. C major 7. Sorry, I went kind of speed racer on you. B minor 7. A minor 7. G major 7. And remember, I need to play F sharp minor 7 flat 5. So I'm going to do that here. Then I'm going to play G major 7 one more time. And my fingers lagged for a second there while I was talking to you. But I'll do that one more time for you a little bit quicker so you can see how it works. And remember, that rule is just whenever it feels like you're getting really bunched up here, you can stop. The only rule is you have to fill in whatever you missed down below. So I took F sharp minor 7 flat 5, which would have ended up looking like this. Which is crazy high up my neck, and I played it down here instead in a much more reasonable range. But here's that whole chain again. So G major 7, A minor 7, sorry, B minor 7, C major 7, D dominant 7, E minor 7. I put a major third in there. Now I'm going back down to D dominant 7. Jeez. C major 7. B minor 7, misspoke. A minor 7. G major 7. F sharp half diminished. And then you end on G major 7 again. And I said I was going to do 3, but I don't want this video to be 8 years long. So I really, really hope that this kind of practice method makes sense and you can see how you can connect this to then your third positions. So on and so forth. I really do hope you found it helpful. If you have any questions or anything's unclear, please leave me a comment. I'd be happy to help you out. If you enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe. It really helps me out more than you could know. If you want to support me in the channel, my Patreon is linked down below. You can get a week's early access to videos. You can also purchase my ebook or my video course down there. You could also get in touch with me regarding guitar lessons. I'd absolutely love to sit down with you and work on whatever's troubling you on the guitar. Last but not least, I've got new videos coming out every single week, so I hope I'll see you in the next one. And until I do, I'll wish you a wonderful day, and I hope you have some fun playing the guitar. Thanks.